Hello and welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to put two big Bowies to the test. The Fallkniven modern Bowie and the cold steel Trailmaster in sanmai 3. And I'm going to use these both to process some wood up. Been looking forward to doing this for a while, it's a bit of fun. Right, I've cut a length of timber from the woods. Nice and wet and soggy and horrible on the outside, but it's dry in the core. So I'm going to chop that up. I'm going to use both knives, and this is basically to see what chops better and which handle is the most comfortable. When I've chopped that up, I'm going to split it down, make a few shave-ins, get a fire going, and at the end of that I'll give my opinion which cuts better and which has got the most comfortable handle. Right, so just chop that through now, piece of cake with both, but the Trailmaster's handle is definitely more comfortable. I'd say that digs in more. The Trailmaster is probably a bit thicker on the edge than the modern Bowie. There's not a lot of difference in it, but that is definitely a more comfortable handle. And if you notice, I'm just using the glove to hold the wood, and I'm using my bare hand on here. This handle is quite rough. Right, after that little chopping test, I prefer the Trailmaster. It tends to take chunks out more than dig in, and the handle is more comfortable. Now I know there's less of a shape on the handle, so you feel like you may slip. I didn't. My my grip stayed firm. This definitely bites in more, really bites in more, but the handle is a bit on the big side. But what I did notice, when I started off it felt really rough, but when I warmed up, and that, obviously the rubber must have warmed up, it didn't feel so bad. They're pretty much neck and neck, but I am favouring the trailie. Like, let's split this lot up. As you can get to this knot. Now I purposefully gave the Trailmaster the nastiest bit of wood because it's got more weight behind the blade, more thickness behind the blade. Fair play, I hit hell out of that. I'm going to get to this knot with the Fallkniven. That was the easy bit, that was the nasty bit. Well, both of them are very capable. There's not much in it really. Perhaps I'll batten down something a little larger. Right, there's some seasoned oak here, cut about a foot long. We'll use that. Fallkniven first. No, too easy. Trailmaster.
may I give you a naughty piece of wood?
Right, now for something nasty. With some nasty knots in it. And I'm going through the middle because I'm a glutton for punishment. Fallkniven. Right, let's free it. Well, they both piddled that, make a small kindling. Personally, I wouldn't attempt splitting down something that big with a knife in normal use anyway. You know, wrist thick is enough. But yeah, tough as old boots. And I've had this many years. I think I've had this one 15 years. The other one I've only had 2 years. But this has seen a lot more use. Yes. Right, I'm going to make some shavings now, get a fire going. Where there's a will, there's a way. So putting the blade at an angle made a half decent feather sticks. Nothing like I can make with a Scandi grind mine, but it's only to light a fire at the end of the day. I'm going to try the modern Bowie now, the same technique, putting it in at an angle. I'm going to blame the piece of wood, although the grind on this is far shallower, so it is biting in more. Let's go old school feather sticking. Obviously, if you haven't got a big soggy log to ram your knife in, it's going to be awkward anyway. Wrecking my gloves. Well, neither of these are feather sticking gods, to be fair. I'm going to try it now the way I normally do it. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to use the knee method, which I always use with a large knife. Right, so I've split these down now, they're a little bit better. Start off the Trailmaster. It's not actually that better. So neither are particularly good feather stickers, but they process wood well. Right, let's get this fire going. Hopefully it'll go up now with the monstrosity feather sticks I've made. I'm not going to put a ferro rod on the spines of these because I know a pair of them are a bit rounded and they're laminated, so they're not great with the ferro rod. And if you're wondering what all that banging was, my glamorous assistant has been splitting wood for the fire. So the help of a few twigs, save us splitting them down really fine, and a Zippo lighter, but not any Zippo lighter. It's got a jet insert. Hopefully get this going now. There we are, successful fire lit piece cake. Yes, neither of them are any good at making feather sticks, but they process wood well. I prefer the Trailmaster, personally, any day of the week. The grind is a lot thicker on it, it's more durable, the tip is more durable, the handle's slightly softer, so more comfortable on your hands without gloves. Sheaths wise, the Fallkniven wins it. It's got a lovely leather, big thick leather sheath, really nice. The Traily's just got a Cordura sheath, it's not particularly wonderful. But hey, I can make a new sheath if I want one, you can buy a new sheath if you want one, so it's not really a deal breaker. Yeah, Trailmaster for me, every time. Big knives are fun, but give me an axe and a bushcrafty style knife any day of the week. Right, we're going to have a cup of coffee now and say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your comments, I appreciate your views, I certainly appreciate a thumbs up. You can't give me 2 thumbs up because it'll be a thumbs down, so 1 thumbs up. Until next time, ta-ra. Oh, for fuck's sake. I cocked that up. To me, bitch. Gonna buy a Fallkniven.